The biggest mistake men make before making a decision of who to marry is thinking that they're going to feel their way into making a better decision. Now, you couldn't be more wrong about this because if you're just feeling and you think that she's beautiful and you're taken away by her charm, that's definitely where you get it wrong. Now, if you want to get married, but you're starting to feel that there's something very wrong, the fact of the matter is there is. Modern society right now is absolutely not conducive for what used to be considered as just natural traditional marriage. And it's not even considered to be conducive for just normal modern marriage because so much is changing. And so it's because things are feeling so uncertain right now that choosing your life partner based on emotion is risky. You need to make that decision based on clarity. But what does that look like? What does an ideal partner look like? What are the qualities that you should be looking for? Instead, ask yourself these questions. Can she handle discomfort or does she just run when things get hard? This is important because marriage is definitely not a bed of roses. I mean, as I always say, you can't have the roses without thorns, but how she deals with just stress within just a relationship in a conflict setting is important because it doesn't get easier. It definitely gets better, but it's not easier. Kids get involved. Life experiences that you just couldn't pre-plan or pre-pack do happen. And of course, there's room to grow, but these are often very good indicators. Is she building with you or constantly analyzing you and keeping her options open? Okay. If she's keeping her options open, absolutely no. Don't even waste your time. Move on. Does she value stability or just how she feels in the moment? Stability is, something that is definitely that what a lot of women look for in a relationship, but it's not just stability in terms of finances, but does she want to be stable around you, your presence? Does that bring her some sort of comfort and does she really want to build with you? This is very important. Now, okay, how can you tell if somebody has all these traits? It's important for you to look at these little things that I'm about to mention now, because if you don't, then you're literally signing your destiny away. I've said this over and over again a lot for most men is that choosing the wrong spouse can really alter your destiny. And even for just anybody, I think outside of what you will do with your life and your purpose, your partner is so important. And I think it's just better to stay single than to be with the wrong person because they can really literally make your life living hell. It could be hell on earth, but no situation is beyond redemption. I have seen incredible testimonies and changes of people who actually just really wanted to. So here's the thing is that's the segue into the thing that I want to share about. Does she really want to be with you? Do you feel confident around her? Do you have confidence in her? No, not somebody that you're constantly unsure about. You're not sure where you stand. I mean, there's no time for games, you guys. Time is so valuable. If you lose money, you can find ways to get it back, but you literally cannot get back your time. And so if you're feeling unsure, just pray, well, do something, but just don't waste time being unsure. Like, it's the most valuable thing. Okay. Somebody who brings you good and not harm or not quiet harm over time. Does she want the best for you? Does she bring you good? Do you feel that, the better part of you want to do better? Yeah, you want to be better, the way she is. A lot of the times it's not that you're a perfect human being, but just being around her, does she make you feel like, man, I want to be a better man? If you're not getting the sense around her, if you feel just always talked down to and you just don't feel good enough, then chances are either way, two things, she's making you feel that way or you already feel that way about yourself, in which case you're still not ready for a relationship because you can't give what you don't have. So you got to love yourself first because you're literally going to be pulling out of yourself to give. Then the one thing that I think is really important is she wise and discerning, not reactive? Okay, now this is a very interesting one to have a conversation about, because I do believe that opposites attract. And perhaps you, as a man, you might be the one that just is stronger in this ability of discerning, of wisdom. I mean, backgrounds have a lot to play. Maybe people have been exposed to a lot more, so they've become more street savvy. But wisdom is not just about experience. It's something deeper. It's discernment is something deeper. And sometimes somebody could be naive, but they have wisdom. Wisdom, because then once they are aware of the situation, they know just the right thing to do. And they, at least when they become aware of this situation, they know how to exercise their discernment, and that they want to grow in this. This is a very, very, very important thing. You want somebody who's stable and not flaky and not wishy-washy. It can be very frustrating to be in a relationship with somebody that's like that. Trust me. I've heard stories, man. I've heard stories. Okay, she's building something with her life. She's not idle. Now, I think a lot of men get confused with trad wife, trad wife. The trad wife, and I will actually preface it to say a lot of what I believe, actually, I get a lot of my values from biblical principles. And I found that it is actually better, and my mom told me this once, that it's actually better if you get to marry to the right person younger, because then both of you can build well together. But it's important that she has a sense of purpose, that she has something doing, that she is industrial, that she works with her hands, that, because back in the day, honestly, especially in some of the religious cultures, women were working. They would go to the market, they would sell their clothes, they would either sell food or whatever it is. They were working and they were busy with their hands. But definitely she shouldn't be idle, okay? Just because it's also going to be very frustrating for you if she is, because she's going to be so frustrated with her life, because ultimately we all created for purpose, to create something and to have the fruit of our hands. And if she's not doing that, she's going to frustrate you. So let her at least have an idea or something that she wants to work towards. Then also, she carries herself with strength and dignity. Now, this is very important. Self-respect is absolutely important. It is so important, because literally the woman you choose is how your kids are going to be. Because, well, actually, maybe right now in current society, a lot of both parents are at home, right? People are working a lot from home. So both parents are at home and get to be hands-on. And a lot of fathers are also actually very actively present with their kids, which is really awesome, because both are supposed to be present with their kids. But she carries herself with strength and dignity. Is there a grace about her? Because if she is not this way, best believe however the woman is, that is exactly how your kids are going to be, because they will probably gravitate a lot more towards the woman, just because of even just childbearing and nurturing. But still, even if she doesn't get to spend that much time with the kids, is she somebody that if you were not there, you would feel 100% perfectly happy with your kids turning out exactly like her? If not, cut it, move on. Don't even waste your time, and don't waste her time, and don't go around messing around with other women, making them be like that, because you will be held accountable. She's kind, not just to you, but to other people, and not just to other people, but to you as well. And not just that, but to also her family. These are the 3 areas of relationship that really help you see how a person is. Just generally, are they kind to their own family members? Are they sweet? Are they maybe, I know with siblings sometimes they can be that, rough and just being very open with it. But are they kind to their siblings, if they have any? And then are they kind to other people who can do absolutely nothing for them? And do they just show common respect? And then outside of that, if she's that way with people, is she also that way with you? Very important. Sometimes we are nice to other people and we are not nice to our own partners. And then, there's something solid about her spirit. She's got an excellent spirit. Some people might not have excellent discipline or work ethic, but there's an excellent spirit about it. There's a desire to want to be good, to want to be better, whatever it is, whatever she puts her hands to. She's diligent. Trust me, you want this for a wife, because then she's going to be able to hold you down in the times of trouble. But at the end of the day, you're not just choosing a person, you're choosing the kind of life you're going to live. And I say this all the time. Every day I see men just literally throwing away their destinies just because they don't want to do the due diligence to work and become the type of person that this woman would be attracted to. And then even if they are this way, they don't want to look for all these things. They don't want to be sober-minded about the most important decision of their life. But one thing I must say that I'm very happy about with this modern society is that I think that people in general are becoming a lot more selective about who they choose to spend the rest of their life with. And it's important because life is hard. It is hard. And the last place you want to be hard is the one place that's supposed to be your peace and your safe haven. And right now I'm speaking to men, but that goes too for women. But let me know what you think. If you have any other red flags that you think that one should look at, just perhaps you think she should have a sense of accountability, maturity. This is really important. And that she has a fear for God, because the truth is, if she has a genuine fear for God, that's half of your job done. Because even if she's wrong, she's not going to be able to stay long in that prayer closet without having to come to say sorry or change and amend her ways.